Welcome back, everyone, to today's episode. We're diving deep into human resource management, specifically focusing on how to effectively manage recruitment, training, development, and employee relations. These are the pillars that keep an organization running smoothly.
Exactly. It's interesting because HR isn't just about hiring people. It's about understanding how to bring in the right talent, ensure they grow in their roles, and keep them motivated and engaged throughout their journey with the company. Let's start with recruitment. What do you think is the most critical factor in attracting the right candidates?
That's a great place to begin. Honestly, it all comes down to clarity. Clear job descriptions and a well-defined company culture are key. A lot of companies fail to attract the right talent simply because they don't present themselves well enough. The recruitment process should show potential employees what the company stands for and how they can grow within it.
Totally agree. And adding to that, I think companies need to be more proactive, not just reactive. For example, building a talent pipeline means you're always looking for top talent, even if you don't have an immediate opening. It's kind of like planting seeds for the future, right?
Exactly. You never know when you'll need those candidates. Speaking of growth, let's move into training. How do you think training programs should evolve in today's world? Everything's changing so fast, especially with tech.
That's a great point. I think the key is making training adaptable and ongoing. Traditional, one-time training is becoming obsolete. Employees should be given continuous learning opportunities that can adapt to new tools, methodologies, and even evolving leadership styles. It's like keeping your skill set fresh, no matter what industry you're in.
Yes, I also think personalized training is becoming more important. Tailoring programs to different roles or career stages really helps employees feel more engaged. It's not a one-size-fits-all anymore. For example, leadership training for new managers will look very different from technical skill development for engineers.
Exactly. And speaking of development, I think companies are finally realizing that career development isn't just about promotions. It's about creating a growth path, whether that's through lateral moves, skill enhancement, or even coaching. Do you agree?
Absolutely. I always say development is about broadening horizons, not just climbing a ladder. Providing employees with diverse experiences can make them more adaptable and valuable. And it also contributes to retention, right? Employees who feel like they're growing are more likely to stick around.
And that brings us to employee relations. It's such a critical component that often gets overlooked. Keeping open lines of communication, addressing concerns, and creating a workplace where people feel heard. How important is that?
I think it's huge. If employees feel like their voices aren't heard or they're not valued, they won't give their best effort. Strong employee relations lead to better trust, improved morale, and ultimately higher productivity. It's about building a culture of respect and transparency.
Exactly. And if HR can build strong relationships from the start, it can lead to fewer conflicts and smoother problem resolution. Sometimes, a little empathy and understanding go a long way in preventing bigger issues.
Couldn't agree more. Well, this has been a fantastic conversation. To wrap things up, we've talked about some key elements that make HR management effective, from recruitment to development to employee relations. But here's a thought. With the changing landscape of work, especially with remote teams, how do you see these practices evolving over the next few years?
That's a tough but exciting question. I think we'll see a bigger emphasis on remote training tools, digital communication platforms, and ways to maintain a strong company culture virtually. Plus, personalized development will become even more important, considering the global reach of modern teams.
Definitely. It's all about flexibility and staying connected. Thanks for the great discussion today. Hope our listeners found some new insights into HR management. Until next time.
End of episode.